Now, put it simply, this game is weird. There are a bunch of very odd time saves in Odyssey, and it's honestly beyond my belief how some of them were found. However, in today's video, I will be going over all of this. Now, let's get right into it. This time save is probably the most obvious one out of all of them, but it's still very strange. Now, in version 1.0 of the game, there are 3 tricks that you can't do on the current version 1.3. There's first moon skip, which saves around 15 seconds, sphinx clip, which saves around 10 seconds, and turnip clip, which saves around 10 seconds. Now, you can think that 1.0 would still be the fastest version given these tricks, but that is not the case. It was actually the fastest version for a while until version 1.3 of the game came out. For some odd reason, Nintendo decided to make the loads significantly faster on this specific version. These loads were fast enough to negate the time save from old tricks, which makes it the fastest version for running the game. Now, pretty early on, people were able to figure out that if you unplugged your JoyCons from the dock, your loads from kingdom to kingdom were faster. Why are the loads faster? I don't think anyone really knows, if I'm going to be honest. If I had to make an assumption, I would assume that the JoyCons just add to the amount of things the game has to process, so having the ability to take them off makes it so that the game has less things to process when loading and whatnot. There isn't a consistent amount of time saved from each load, but over the course of at least an entire any% run, having undocked Joy-Con saves around 11 seconds. Well, those are some pretty strange time saves, but it gets even stranger. For some reason, loads are faster if you are in handheld mode. However, there's a caveat to this. The loads are only faster in the post-game. This means that this is only useful for categories like dark side, darker side, etc. The loads are only a little bit faster though, and since it's a pain in the ass to not only play but record on handheld mode, this is not used by anyone. In any percent in other categories, there's this trick called DSTA, or Daylight Savings Time Abuse. How this trick works is that if you set the clock to 1:53 AM before your run starts, by the time you get to Sand Kingdom, you can plant the seed in sand, and it'll think an entire hour has gone by, when in reality, it's just the clock switching from 1:59 AM to 3 AM. This makes it so that the seed grows instantly instead of the normal 20 minutes or so for it to grow. Now, this trick is used by a lot of speedrunners, but I bring it up as there's a much more complex version of this trick called double DSTA. This is very complicated, but pretty much, before you start a run, if you enable the option to synchronize the clock via internet and turn airplane mode on, you can drain the battery for an extended period of time so the system clock lags behind. Then you charge the system and set the time to 1:53 AM and start the run like normal. You do all of this so that you can make this seed in the Metro Kingdom grow instantly. However, once you do get to Metro, you need to open the main menu and disable airplane mode in the vicinity of an internet connection. This will cause the system to realize its clock is behind and fast forward accordingly. This will make the seed grow instantly and also allow you to get to the other seed as you normally would. That isn't everything though. This seed moon replaces another moon, which calls for a reroute. Instead of instantly hopping on the scooter after you get the moon in the girder, you instead grab the seed, throw it into the pot, and then do this hard roll cancel clip through this building to get to the bullet building sub area. After you get the moons in the sub area, you go in the pipe, do some fancy movement, and the seed, well, it's spawned there. All of that only saves a mere few seconds though. The stuff like this really shows how far this game has come. I mean, fuck it, we're literally taking off our goddamn Joy-Cons to get loads. Like, how the fuck is that even discovered? Like, I've been around the block, I've played the game a lot, and shit like this still blows my fucking mind. Anyways, that's all I have for today. Make sure to like, sub, and drop a comment. All of my socials are in the description. Peace out!